My outdoor condenser has been running nonstop this summer, and I figured I'd come out here and check the health of it. Now, I've made videos before about cleaning this unit from the outside where you keep your cover on and it's a little bit easier, but I'm going to show you guys the real solution to this, and that is taking this cover off, because if you can see in here, you might not be able to, but you will soon. This is just absolutely caked, and when this fan is running, it is not allowing the airflow to get through here and to cool my system the way it should be. Now what I got here is a bottle of coil cleaner, professional grade from PuraFilter 2000. This I got at Home Depot. It was a $10 bottle. They do say that you may need 2 bottles of this, but I just got one. I think one is going to get the job done for me. So really you're just going to need your coil cleaner. You're going to need a drill or a screwdriver if you want it to take a lot more time. And then, watch this condenser kick on. You're going to need a 5/16 nut driver to get all of these screws off. Now, if your outdoor unit is also in Amana, this will help you. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is shut off our power out here. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to slide this out. As you can see, our connectors are on the bottom. I'm going to keep it facing that way, and I'm going to sit it up top here so I know which way to put it back in when I turn it back on. I'll shut that for now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work along the top and the bottom here to get these covers off, because a lot of people's condensers have exposed fins like you can see here, but this one, it's really not visible. So you're going to see how bad this one is when I get this off. But we're going to work around the top here, work around here, and I think these actually can slide off individually, but I'm really just going to take this panel, and this panel off for the cleaning. It's not a bad idea to have something to put all these screws in here, because you know how it is. You're outside, you're going to lose a screw. So put them in something so you don't lose all of them. So I have all of these front screws off, and this panel cannot come out. That's because our top lid here for our fan motor goes all the way around. So you want to take off all your screws. I'm not going to mess with this box over here because that's where all of your electrical tie-in is, and we don't need to get into there to clean this out. We're just working with these zones. All right, as you can see, I just did a little lift on my top fan area here. You might want to throw some gloves on for this section, because you don't want to cut yourself on this metal here. But I'm just going to work this edge out, and I mean, come on. Look at that. There is not much air getting through that, as you can see. Now, your unit may look the same as this, and I mean, just look at all of that. I'm probably going to actually get my shop vac to take some of this off, but the main thing you want to focus on is not bending these fins. As you can see, these fins are nice and straight in their pattern, and you don't want to mess with that. Now, just to show you a quick example of what our coil cleaner looks like when you spray it, it's going to be a foaming spray, and that will clean out the areas inside those fins, because as you can see, it's getting in there, it's bubbling, and it's going to work all of that stuff out of those areas. And you can just see it working already, even in these spots where there's a ton of stuff on it. So we're still going to clean all of that stuff off just to make the job easier for the coil cleaner, but you can see that it does a good job right away on it, and we'll be rinsing it off with a hose when all is said and done. And you can tell we even had some vines running through here. Pretty bad. All right, so I have this attachment for my little cordless Milwaukee shop vac here. So as you can see, this has some brushes on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be shop vacuuming and using these brushes on here to get a lot of this off. So we'll speed this up. Some of this is so bad that I'm actually just going to be getting some brush action on it here. As you can see, I'm trying to be very light here. I don't want to screw up any of these fins. I mean, I had an area right here where my plastic of my brush on my shop vac just barely touched it, and you can see that little bend. So you want to be very careful with this stuff. Now over in this corner, I just have this panel leaning, but I mean, you can just see how this thing was just having a bad time. So it's time to start spraying here, and as you can see, I did a little test spray. I had to run out and pick my son up from his camp here, but I did a little test spray in this area, and you can just see that I can actually see through those. So what we're going to be doing is giving a good spray of our Pure Filter coil cleaner here. 2 cans might have been the right play on this, I will say that. So if you're worried you're not going to have enough, get 2 cans so you don't have to run out. But I'm going to give this a good spraying all around here, and then I'm going to grab the hose and we're going to clean it off and we'll see the finished results. On the can here it just says to shake it well and give it some time to break down everything on it before you rinse it off. While I'm letting all of this dry, I'm going to see if I have any flexibility on my line right here. I need to turn this unit off because it's annoying me. I'm going to see if I have any flexibility on my line here when I take this up, if I could spray my hose from the inside. As you can see, we just have our regular screws holding this on up top, but what I'm going to make sure to do is see that these screws are or aren't the same size as the ones on the side, because you do not want to mix up your screws on this if they are longer, because then you can penetrate into your coil area. Just to show you an example here, the one on the right is from the top, so these are longer. So you can see here, I got this up and wedged off to the side. It's sitting happily there. This can give me my angle to spray out. I'm going to scoop some of this junk out of here right now first though, before I start spraying it down. All right, we got most of our junk out of there. Obviously there's some dirt in there, but that's all gonna get mixed up when I'm hosing off here. So we're gonna clean the rest of that out when that's done. But now it is time to grab the hose, start cleaning from the inside out. Alright, now I am fairly satisfied with this cleaning. As you can see, there's just still a little bit of junk that I'm gonna clean up before we start throwing these covers on, but don't let these colors deceive you. That's kind of part of the tracking here. If you look at it and you can see through it, then you're looking good. So I'm gonna be real, guys. This was difficult to put back together. My camera's dying, I gotta charge it, but start from the back and work your way around, because these have to slot in. So what you want to do is get your back panel on, slot this one in, slot this one in, and try to keep this wedged up a bit to the right side. And what you got to do is essentially get all of these connected to each other and then drop your lid on. We're going to throw all of these screws back in, and then we're going to do a test. So I actually have the power off to this outdoor condenser inside as well, but I'm going to throw this back in here. And then we are going to go inside and turn the power back on to this. All right, I flicked my power back on inside, and as you can see, we are running very, very happily now. The happiest this system has ran in probably 2 or 3 years. It's kind of funny to me, I feel like this cover is on here to prevent the amount of buildup that happened. But if you look at this old unit compared to this one has nothing on it. So I don't know if they kind of shot themselves in the foot design-wise with this, but if you know better, let me know in the comments. So if you're looking to get your AC running more efficiently like this one's going to be now, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you follow the instructions I said, be safe, shut power off, do whatever it takes for you to be safe while doing this. I do think this is a job that homeowners can do, but safety is number one. And if you think it's going to be too difficult, do not try to do it. But now you know you can call someone for service and get this done to have your air running much cooler inside, because all this air is going to be flowing through the evaporator coils in here, and your outdoor condenser is just going to be a lot happier. Again, I hope this video helped you. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Thanks for liking and subscribing. I will also link the cleaning spray and other options from Lowe's and Home Depot in the section down below if you need them. Thanks for following Dave Doc DIY. See you next time.